What's up, everybody? I just want to make a quick bonus video for you guys and girls to see how do you create a substitution meal in case you want to go off your pre-made menu plan here. So I already had my breakfast this morning, which was the egg whites, English muffin, peanut butter and jelly. But when I woke up this morning though, I was really craving Caesar dressing and was thinking like, man, it'd be really nice to have a Caesar salad today or whatever. And so I kind of want to show you what I would do if I wanted to substitute a meal out. And so for this next meal, meal number 2, I have the chicken, rice, beans, and butter here. And so that would be my scheduled second meal, but I want to have something different. And so what I'm going to make is a chicken Caesar wrap, and I'm going to show you how to substitute all of this stuff out. So I already have here my 5 ounces of chicken breast, and this is chicken breast that I baked in the oven, and it is 99% fat-free chicken breast I got from Costco. And so I already have this portioned out. So there's my protein. 32 grams of protein, I got 3 grams of fat, and the seasoning on here is just some seasoning that is salt-free, no sodium. I almost said sugar-free. There's no sodium. Not that I really care about salt at the moment, because that's more of something like if I wanted to do a photo shoot, I'm going to have less salt and have less water weight, but I'm not worried about that right now. So anyways, getting back on topic. So here we have right here, planned out, we have 100 grams of rice and a 1/4 cup of beans, which turns out to be 32 carbs altogether. So what I have here is a tortilla, and I get these from Costco. There's 20 of these tortillas, they're $5. And sometimes I have tortillas with my breakfast instead of my English muffins. So these are $6 for 6 English muffins. And as mentioned earlier, the carbs are 26 on that one, but you could literally get 20 of these for $5. So you get 20 compared to 6. So if you'd rather have a tortilla, put some peanut butter and jelly in it, that's what I do sometimes, and it has 6 less carbs. So just a little quick tip for you. But going back to this meal here, I want to show you what I would do to substitute and make this meal happen right now. So I'm gonna make a chicken Caesar wrap. And so right here, instead of the rice and the beans, which is 32 carbs, I'm gonna go ahead and make 1 tortilla chicken wrap, which has 20 carbs in it. So we're actually getting 12 less carbs than what we have scheduled. So we're doing pretty good within our range of staying, within our plan. So we're not going over, but we are either matching, we're going to match our carbs, or we're gonna go below it. So I'd much rather hit below it than go above it. So having 1 wrap is going to basically take the place of the rice and the beans. So we have that there for us. Okay, so I already have weighed out the chicken, and then we don't really weigh out vegetables that much. I usually just make a reference and say make 1 cup of vegetables, and that's your serving size. But here we go, we have our lettuce, which is our spinach actually. So we go ahead and take that in. Now, according to our plan here, we got 1 tablespoon of butter or ghee or fat available. So we got up to 15 grams of fat available in our calorie budget. So what I'm gonna do is take our Caesar dressing, and this has 18 grams of fat for 2 tablespoons, which is 30 grams. So 18 grams of fat, that's going over the 15 grams of fat, referring to this right here. So we're getting 3 more grams of fat than we should, but we're having 12 less carbs than we're allowed. So without having to be completely neurotic about stuff, we are still going to be within range of our calories because we are having 12 less carbs than what we should, which times that by 4, that's 48 calories. And then if we're getting 3 more grams of fat, times that by 9, that's 27. So even by still adding in 2 tablespoons of this dressing, we're still below our calories that we should be taking in. So what we're gonna do is zero this out. So that way I'm gonna weigh this out. I have a tablespoon. And so I'm just gonna show you how much dressing this is. So this is just 1 tablespoon of dressing, and it's gonna be 9 grams of fat because we're cutting the serving size in half. But look at how much dressing that is, and that's gonna go a long ways in this. So if I put in 1 more tablespoon, this is gonna become a little bit more soupy. So I'm gonna stick to just 1 tablespoon, and now we're at 9 grams of fat, not 18. So we're still hitting within range because you don't wanna have too less of anything. So you don't wanna have too less of carbs. You don't have too much less of fats. You wanna stay at least in moderation. So here's our tortilla. We have our fats and our dressing and our vegetables. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add in the 5 ounces of our chicken. Okay. So we have a lot of protein here. We have our carbs, and then we also have some fats available in the salad dressing. So here's the last thing I want to show you because this is also a great pleaser. And so I got some Parmesan cheese here from Publix. A serving size is 28 grams. See right there? And we have 8 grams of fat. Now let me show you how much 28 grams of cheese actually is. Look at all this cheese right here. So that's a whole lot of serving of cheese, which I particularly might not want all of this. This is quite a bit. So I already weighed this out. This is 28 grams. And I'll probably just use half of this and throw the rest of it back in the bowl. But just to see, right here, we have 8 grams of fat. So if I have half the serving, I'm only getting 4 grams of fat. But I'm also going to get another 4.5 grams of protein. And there's almost no carbs, 0.5 carbs. So half a carb. So we're not even touching our carbs basically. So here we go with our, I don't really need to weigh this out, but just to show you, half a serving is going to be 14 grams. That's 7, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14 grams of cheese. So we got half a serving here, and look at how much cheese is on here. So this whole meal right here, this chicken Caesar wrap with an abundance of cheese. We got some flavor with the salad dressing, a bunch of vegetables, and we also have less carbs than what we originally had. So we're staying all within range of our diet right here. So we have this already planned out, like I said. And so all we did was we kept the protein, eliminated the rice and beans, added in the tortilla. So we're having 12 less grams of carbs. We got 9 grams of fat from the salad dressing. And then we got, right here, we got 9 grams of fat plus another 4 grams of fat. So that is 9, where's my thought? Okay, so yeah, 9 grams of fat plus another 4 grams of fat. That's 13 grams of fat. So we are still only hitting 13 grams of fat. We're not even hitting our fat allowance, and we're also hitting below our carbs. So if I really, 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 really had to, I can go back to our salad dressing, and I was like, dude, I just want more flavor. And we could just do just a little bit more because we are all within range of our calories. Our fats, our carbs, and look at all this food that we have available. A huge mound of a Caesar wrap with Parmesan cheese. We're using Caesar dressing, which isn't even low fat, it's already a low carb item, but we're going full on, full fat. There's no low fat here, but this is a pretty good amount of food for one meal, and it's pretty hearty, pretty hefty, and it's going to be fulfilling my desire to have something new and different on my palate, which is the Caesar dressing, which I woke up this morning wanting. And so I just wanted to show you how easy it is to just structure out your diet. Take your time to do this. It might take 30 minutes if you want to create your own diet plan, you can. But once you have your structured diet and you want something different, just substitute things out and just do the math. So like if I wanted to, I can now start eating this every single day instead of the rice and bean meal, because I know now that this is part of my weapons here. So I now know that this is what I can use. My artillery, I guess you can say, is my food. So like this is now a new meal that I can have as a second meal. So now I have another option. So this is kind of how you build out your diet plan, is like once you get good at knowing your basics, then you can start branching off into like other things. Like, okay, now I can have this meal and now I can have that meal, and then you can start switching things out. So anyways, I hope you found this tip helpful, and I just wanted to show you how you can start making substitutions in your meal plan, so that way you can start having more variety and start having more happiness and start enjoying more food. And this is a lot of food, and I'm still going to maintain my weight where I want to be at, because I've already have it calculated. I'm not going to gain any weight by eating this because I know that it's within my calorie range. And so I hope you found this video helpful. Go ahead and implement this into your own strategies, and I'll see you in the next video.